guys, welcome to Stacking the Shelves for the week preceding August 20th. Actually, 2 weeks preceding August 20th. I know I've been really bad with videos lately because I've been trying to get caught up on my to-be-read pile, and I am getting caught up. I think I'm down to like 28 or 30 books in it, and that's kind of where I like to be. So I did end up getting some more books because, why not? Two of them I did buy, and those are graphic novels. And the first one I bought, so I got some graphic novels for my birthday, and I really liked two of the series that I started from that. So the first one that I got is Die Volume 2, Split the Party, and this is a kind of fantasy graphic novel about a group of adults in their 40s who end up back in a world where they accidentally got pulled into when they were teens, and they have to survive this world and kind of figure out how to get out of it. I really liked the first volume. I liked the different kind of classes the characters had. So there's like a grief knight and a dictator, and like it was kind of some very creative like character classes. And I enjoyed the concept of them getting sucked into this parallel world. This is described a lot of kind of as like an adult Jumanji, but like with a very like Dungeons and Dragons kind of twist to it. So really enjoyed the first one, so excited to read the second volume of that. Now this one was a little bit of a mistake. I started reading Gideon Falls, and the first volume of that is The Black Barn, and I really liked it. I gave it 5 stars. I just absolutely loved it. This is another graphic novel series that's more of like a supernatural like horror series. For some reason, tone, it reminds me a lot of like Lock and Key, but it's a little bit different. I meant to order Volume 2 and accidentally ordered Volume 5. Volume 2 is coming now. But so I have Volume 5, and I should have Volume 2 soon, but a little disappointed that somehow that got messed up, and it was my fault. I did go back and check, and somehow I bought Volume 5 from Amazon, which I thought I put Volume 2 in my cart, but it's fine. I really like the first book, so I will probably read the whole series. There's 6 volumes in that series, so that's that. All right, so then the last few that I got, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, are all audiobooks. I wasn't really getting super low on audiobooks, but I do need to use all of my Audible credits by the end of the year. I know it's only August, but I had 7 credits, and they had some sales come up. One was a few weeks ago, was like a use 2 credits, or use 1 credit, get 2 books kind of thing. So I did that. It was a 2 for 1. And the other one was a 3 for 2, and you get a $5 credit to spend later. So I went ahead and did that sale as well. I do like to do those sales when they come, and it just so happened that, they notify you if something on your wish list isn't part of the sale. And in both cases, things in my wish list were part of the sale. So the ones that I got for the 2 for 1, I actually got 4 of them, and then I returned one of them, but because it was an accident. But the first one I got was just Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I read this when I was very, very, very young, and I really wanted to read it again, so it was part of the sale, and I went ahead and got it. And I know people are going to be like, what? I don't know why. I just wanted to read this again. So got it for audiobook. The second one I got is much more in tone with what I normally read, and that is Magical Midlife Madness by K.F. Breene. This is another one of those like paranormal urban fantasies that feature older women. This sounds very funny, and I'm excited to read it. So I think it'll be fun. And then the next one I got was also part of that 2 for 1, but I ended up returning one of them because it wasn't, I don't even know how it got added to the cart. It was an accident, but and that is The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winters. And this is on my list of books I really wanted to read this year. I just haven't gotten around to it in book form, and I keep thinking I should just get it from the library, but I just wasn't. And it is an epic fantasy, so I think my husband and son might like it as well. So I did go ahead and buy the audiobook with the credit. So really looking forward to reading this because I've heard a lot of good things about it. All right, the next 2... the next 3 are part of the 3 for 2 or whatever. And the first one is The Great Influenza by John M. Barry. I've had this on my wish list to read for a really long time, like years and years and years. Maybe not wonderful timing to get it while COVID is starting to rage again through the world, but it's one that I really wanted to read, and it was part of the sale, so excited to get that. And then this one I actually read as an ARC many years ago and really loved it, but somehow I just never kept reading the series, and I really want to go back and read the whole series. And that is Joanna's Cabal, the Necromancer, and by Jonathan L. Howard. This is the first book in that series, and I didn't have to pay a credit for it, but the rest of them are part of like the Audible Plus catalog. So I went ahead and did the crap for it because I know I really liked the book and I just wanted to listen to it on audiobook. Audiobook's supposed to be very well done, and then I can get the rest of the series through Audible Plus. So excited about that too. And then the last one I got as part of the 3 for 2 series is We Are Legion, We Are Bob by Dennis E. Taylor. This was an Audible original. At one point, it's supposed to be kind of a funny science fiction series that's talking about artificial intelligence, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, so excited to listen to that as well. And then the last one I got was from the Audible Plus catalog, and that is the 5th book in the Magnificent Devices series, and that is A Lady of Resources. This book finally, anybody who's read the series, which are probably not a lot because it's not a super popular series because it's very steampunk specific, but this has been about a young woman named Claire, and now I think this book switches to talking about her wards, the 2 girls that are known as the Mopsies Collective, 2 twins, and kind of them getting education, going to school. These books are very young adult focused, so Claire was like 17, 18, and then at the end of the 4th book, she's going to go to college, and so now they're switching focus to like the next set of characters that's in their teens, which are the Mopsies. So very excited to read this. This series has a lot of adventure, a lot of fun steampunk devices. The audiobooks are pretty short. They're only like 7 hours long. So I am happy that this is part of the Audible Plus catalog, because I don't know that the reason I stopped listening to this series after the first couple books is I didn't really like spending a credit for an audiobook that was like between 5 and 7 hours. It seemed kind of like a waste. But now that they're part of Audible Plus, I'm much more excited to be getting them and reading them. So that's what I got. It was, I believe, 7 audiobooks, and then the 2 that I bought. So 9 books over the last couple weeks. I did film a David's Tea subscription box unboxing that I need to edit and get posted, and I plan on putting that up to post this Wednesday. I'm not even going to talk about the steampunk stuff because I haven't looked at it since I mentioned it last time, so like this best of steampunk, but I will try to get back to that. Things are calming down a little bit in my life. We are going to be kind of in and out of town the next couple weeks, so we're supposed to go camping up on the North Shore next week, but I don't know if we're going to be able to or not. They're having a forest fire in the area. It's still more inland Minnesota, in the Isabella area, and then up in the Boundary Waters area. But we're a little concerned about smoke and stuff, so we'll have to just check out and see how things are going in that area before we go up next week. And then we are supposed to go to Chicago and visit my sister the week after, and there's been a lot of debate about whether or not that is safe to do. We are all vaccinated, but nobody wants any breakthrough infections. So I think we decided we are going to do it. We have it set up so we rented a bigger hotel room, like a multiple room suite. So we have a kitchen, so we can do like meals in our rooms, which is nice anyways because Chicago's really expensive, and there's a very nice grocery store like very close to our hotel room. So we'll probably just make breakfast and lunch in the hotel room, and then we'll be going over to my sister's house, and they own the roof of their apartment, or their condo. So we will be outside hanging out on their roof doing dinners and stuff with them. And then she's got younger kids, so we'll probably go to some parks outside and just keep it really low key for a few days and then come back. So hopefully that'll go well. Aside from that, I'm not even going to talk about the house drama up north. The guy we're supposed to buy the house from won't sign the cancellation agreement. It's way past the closing date, like a month past, and there's not a lot we can do except for we could take him to court over the earnest money, and it's not really worth it because it wasn't much earnest money. So he can't sell it until he signs some sort of cancellation agreement. So we are just kind of waiting on that. I'm not going to worry about it because it's not worth worrying about. And then personally, we are looking at how we can help the environment a little more. So we are looking at getting solar panels installed on our house, and we did put in an order for a Tesla, which my husband he's been wanting a Tesla forever. And we went and test drove one last weekend, and it is a very, very fun car to drive. It's very easy to drive. It's very fun to drive. Acceleration is insane, and the way it hugs the road and handles is amazing. So the test drive pretty much sold me on that. So we won't be getting it until December or January, but we did put an order in for one. So yeah, that's exciting, and hopefully, you know, with the solar and the electric car, we can help a little bit. I know with my son going into high school and stuff, we've had a lot of discussions with him about the world and the earth and all the fires and the heat and all that. And he was asking what we can do, and we were sitting down trying to figure out some things. So it'll be nice. I mean, we're already on wild septic. Might as well be on our own little energy grid too while we're at it. So that's what we've kind of been spending our time on. My son does have orientation on Monday for high school, so I'm excited for him to go through that. I don't know if he is. He's not excited that the bus is picking him up at like 6:30 in the morning. So, yeah, not super happy about that, but, you know, at least he get orientation. I don't think I had orientation for high school. I just, like, showed up the day of high school, and they were, like, figured out. So it's nice that they do that for them. Other than that, we're hoping for some cooler weather this weekend. It has been in the mid-90s all week, which isn't abnormal for August, but it has been in the mid-90s for much longer than we normally see. Tomorrow's supposed to be a high of like 72 and lows in the mid-50s, which is kind of cool for August, but you know, whatever, we'll take cooler weather. We have a tree that went down in our backyard, so we need to take care of that. Anyways, I've probably blabbed enough. I hope you enjoyed the stacking the shelves, and I hope you got a lot of great books this last week, and that you have a great week of reading ahead of you. And I will talk to you on Wednesday for my David's Tea subscription box unboxing, which I think I said I was going to post that last Wednesday, but it didn't happen. So it'll be this Wednesday. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.